Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play set in the Eberron campaign world. This week's episode is brought to you by Zot's Hot Lots. What are you, stupid? Buy from me. Casey,
No.
What happened last time?
We came across a dryad being chased by wolves, and then we fought the wolves. We got to see some cool stuff. A ghost came out of Pog and protected Ezri, and the big wolf sort of informed us that the forest was corrupted by the tentacles, centered at the heart tree. We've killed all of the wolves, saved the dryad. She directed us back towards the heart tree to fix the problem, and Puzzle Dust informed us that the Forgotten Prince was definitely aware of our presence. And then we found the heart tree.
And, Shade looks a little different.
You're super foxy.
Oh, yeah. Shade shifted and went more fox than usual. So that's cool.
All right. So...
Need to get a royalty-free version of Jimi Hendrix' Foxy Lady to play during that transformation.
No.
The list of things that don't exist. I'm sure that's on there.
Yep. So, you have come out into another clearing and can see this massive purplish-brown tree covered in these blue tendrils and blight-like oozing growths all over its trunk and up into its branches. As soon as you run out into the clearing, at the foot of the tree near the stone temple that surrounds and intertwines with its roots, you hear, all of you, in your minds, I am dying. The forest dies with me.
Ezri, is this your kind of dying, or is this another kind of dying things?
Ari tries to speak back. Who are you? Telepathically.
I am the tree of this forest.
Who has corrupted you?
My heart is being consumed by darkness. I can feel it.
How do we fix you? How do we heal you?
You must find the staff and open the passageway into the heart.
What do you mean, my kind of dying?
Is there anything you can tell about this kind of dying while we're here? You're really good at the dying things. Or the dead things.
How do we get the staff?
You'll have to take it. The dryad of my temple has been taken by this madness. You will have to This is my home now. You should leave.
Who is this?
You should leave.
I got that part.
This is mine.
No.
This is my mother now. You should leave.
It's a lot more active and far less natural death than, normal.
Okay.
I think we just
That
need
is
to head to
very
the
insane.
temple. Yeah, it's not great.
You're going to hurt me, aren't you?
We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you.
Now.
We can't leave. Too many people are being hurt. We don't want to hurt you.
As you attempt to speak back, you see the trees in the grove around the enormous tree begin to move and shift and bend unnaturally.
We should run.
Two of these great big trees uproot themselves and begin wading through the earth towards you.
Run?
That's not
Roll
normal.
initiative.
Towards the
initiative.
temple.
Initiative.
Cool.
Oh, 11.
7.
Esri?
Oh well, Eric's going for me.
What did you roll?
I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 1.
13.
And Ari? 13. Remarkably, Esri, you're not going last.
That is worth remarking upon.
Wow.
Because awakened trees have a -1 dexterity modifier.
Yeah, I mean, trees, sure.
Or, I'm sorry, a -2 dexterity modifier, and one of them rolled a 1.
Nice.
So one of these two trees has a -1 for their initiatives.
That just
Wow.
means they can't go. Like, they...
They don't want to be here.
No, they're so low that they actually go first.
Hang on.
No,
It
hold on.
didn't
If we're
work when
playing
I
that,
said it.
I've got some AC questions.
Okay, the other, however, rolled a 14, and so does actually get to go first. So, some better music going here. One of these trees lurches towards you, its branches reaching out like clawed fingers, and one of its enormous it's the whole trunk twists unnaturally and then unwinds and sweeps enormous limbs down at Pog.
Yeah, why not?
Exactly. That was my thought.
Yep.
But rolled a natural 1 for a total of 7. And so very slowly sweeps these branches, and you easily dodge out of the way.
No.
Ari, you're up.
Okay. This tree that's come up on Pog, Ari is going to attempt to...
These are, just for
Yeah.
visual sake, huge mechanically. So what we're talking about are 60-foot tall oaks wading through the ground at you.
Cool.
Okay.
Do either of them appear to be housing a chief dryad?
You can't... They don't have any humanoid features. They appear to be trees. They are wrapped about with these blue tendrils, and their leaves are dead.
Can we kill trees?
Go to the temple.
No
Okay.
answer. Cool.
I say go to the temple.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Ari is going to cast Detect Thoughts because the Dryad question pings something. So another way that I can use Detect Thoughts is to detect the presence of thinking creatures I cannot see. So, Ari is going to reach his mind out and see if he can feel a Dryad within either of these trees. It can penetrate barriers, anything less than 2 feet of rock, or 2 inches of lead.
You do not detect any thoughts in these trees.
All right, Pog, they're just trees. Whack them.
Can do.
And one last thing, I am going to use my Font of Magic ability in reverse to give up a spell slot to regain sorcery points. So I'm giving up a first level spell slot to regain 2 sorcery points. And that is it for my turn.
All right. Then it is Pog's turn.
Okay. Then I am gonna attack it. The tree that swung at me. Hack it for 19
19 hits.
for 8 damage.
Okay. The sensation of hitting it is exactly like the sensation of hitting a tree with an axe. So a very, very tiny little chip breaks away from the tree.
Yeah,
This
run,
may not
run-
go great.
Yeah, run towards the temple shade. You were right.
You do damage it, but you get the impression that it is resisting damage from, hacking things.
Starting to think Ari misunderstood the nature of his curse. It's not that
Shade,
he's
you're up.
forgettable. It's that he's forgetful.
Please forgive me if I missed this because I feel like I did. Is there something that is clearly a temple-ish thing?
Yes, built around
Okay.
the roots of the heart tree, there is a very old-looking stone temple. It is about 60 feet from you.
Sorry, my second action is going to be to disengage and head.
You don't actually have a second action. You have a second attack. So you've already taken
Well,
the
then
attack
I'm not
action.
going to attack again.
Okay. You can move.
I would like
But-
to away.
Okay. It will take its reaction to swing at you. Wow. Another natural 1 in a row.
I said no.
So, yeah. Swiping back and forth as you are dodging branches running. Okay. I'm sorry. Shade, it is your turn.
I would like to cast Thunder Wave at the trees and then
Okay.
move towards the temple.
Awesome. As a constitution saving throw or a strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Constitution. Sorry, I was still looking at lightning lure.
And your DC is what?
14.
Both of them fail.
Excellent. I rolled an 8 and a 1. All right, so 9 damage.
Perfectly
Right.
balanced.
So each of the thunder rumbles, and you see bark splinter off of the trunks of these trees as the thunder hits it. And then you're running.
Yes.
Okay. One of the trees the other tree is going to take an attack of opportunity against you. Oh my gosh, rolled a 2, so 8.
Love this.
All right. Yeah, this is going very much your way. And I assume Cal is going with you.
Yes.
Go
And
sharpen his claws
Not sending
against the
him in there
trunk.
to swipe at the tree.
Is any engaged with me? Nothing swung at me.
Maybe they are huge, but they have both used their reactions, mechanically
Okay.
speaking.
I will then double dash. Or I guess dash.
Yeah. Okay,
Towards the
with
temple.
a dash, you can reach the entrance to the temple.
Okay.
All right.
I have done that. Actually, I did have a question. Is this within 10 minutes of the end of our previous fight, or were we walking for a long time?
You were probably walking for long enough that 10 minutes would have passed.
Okay. Then, yes, that is my turn.
Okay. So you race for the entrance. And the tree shambles after... Who's slowest? Ari is slowest. Shambles after Ari. This is one of those running from a bear scenarios where you just need to be faster enough.
Surprisingly.
Makes up for it. Natural 20.
Oh.
I would say remember me, but you can't.
Oh, this is nasty.
So I guess the dice turned.
Ari, you take
No.
30 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Yeah, Ari's
no.
down. Like, and I don't. This isn't a bit thing. 30 points of damage is unreal. Like, don't make
Yes.
classic Ari. Like,
Well, I mean it is, but also yeah, that's a ton of damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
running,
goes on the scoreboard.
and one of the trees seems to almost kind of bend, and there's this shudder, and you see one of its roots sort of rush through the ground like a rope that's whipping, and then lash out and just catch you full in the face, and Ari is just down, unconscious.
Ari's face just explodes.
I thought he was
with
describing
blood.
an additional attack. It's like, oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, imagine
Alright.
Ari's nose is broken from a tree root hitting him square in the face. So yeah.
Ari is now Owen Wilson. Great.
Wow.
Wow.
The first tree wades towards you all, reaching Ari, but not able to catch up because the rest of you are faster. Ari, make a death save.
Bum, bum. Three.
First failure. Pog, you're up.
Huh.
You are probably only about 10 feet away from Ari.
Okay. So,
Philip, and you can make whatever call you want. I never indicated on my turn that Ari was moving.
Oh,
I realized after my turn, oh crap, I forgot to mention Ari was moving, but I did not.
you said, okay, run. So I assumed.
Okay.
Unless you have a reason you don't
No,
wish to have.
I was just trying to be
Okay.
fair. Like,
That's fine. I perceived your intention.
boy, I felt my stomach drop there at that moment of clarification. Like, well, this is the end of our whole crew now.
I will only
Okay.
make those clarifications to the detriment of my character. Never.
So I've never needed to do this before. Can I use partial movement, grab him, and continue my movement?
Yes, you can.
Well,
I also want to point out that, just real quick, since it might be relevant here, I have on my sheet that we have potions of healing. Absolutely, everyone here has one potion of healing on them. I'm keeping track of it in my inventory, but
Okay.
we all have
then that's what I am going to do. I am going to hustle the 10 feet back, fireman carry Ari, and use my remaining 30 feet to head in the direction of the temple.
All right. You do have to come within the tree's reach,
Yep.
and so the trees are going to use their reactions to try and bash you.
Both of them are. That's cool.
Back to rolling 2 for the first one.
Of course.
Hey, man, don't get frustrated. You're on my
There we go.
shoulder.
Finally, somewhere in the middle. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And Pog takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right.
For the record, my first damage in the Feywild right there. Coming back for
now
you,
Shade's
Ari.
turn. Shade, with your movement, you can reach the temple if you wish.
But that would require running and thus giving up an action.
You would actually, because you moved towards it last time, you would actually still have an action when you reach it. You use your movement.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and reach the temple, but with Pog carrying Ari and Pog getting there first, I would like to try to protect them. I do not think arrows are going to do anything against trees, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Shatter. And ideally, they're close enough together that I can cast Shatter
You
in
can.
between them. Yes.
Mhm. this is a Constitution saving throw.
It is.
19 from the first tree and a 16 from the second.
I rolled so well.
Oh, yes.
So they take half.
22, they take half. Yeah, 11. 3d8,
All right.
8, 7, 7.
Nice. This is a solid roll. Yeah, so there's this blast of energy. And the bark and branches split off of the tree.
Nice.
I need to remember for this next time. A creature made. Never mind. Haha, I can read words. It's cool.
Spoken like a true teacher.
Esri, you are you are at the temple. You are in the temple. The temple has just an open doorway, and you are standing in essentially the entry of the temple.
Okay, so I get to the entry and look back to see who's, how it's going, how close they are behind me. How I see Pog carrying Ari. How close is that? Like, is it?
Pog is probably only about 10 feet
Yeah,
from
I'm
you at
close.
this point.
I have
Pog's got a good bit of movement.
I have 40 feet of movement,
Okay.
so 10 back, 30 forward.
Just kind of shout. Is he dead?
No,
Not yet.
Okay.
he's heavy though.
Rude. Ari's ghost says
I'm
to
not
you.
dead yet. You will be soon. I'm feeling better.
I've been doing Pilates.
I will pull out a healing potion, and can I hold my action to give it to Ari once Pog reaches me?
Sure.
I'll do that.
Okay. The other tree is going to dash, and it will reach the entrance, but does not have an action with which to attack. Pog.
It reaches the entrance, so I need it to make a con saving throw, please.
8.
Nice.
It does not succeed. Takes 5 necrotic damage.
Sure. The other one comes up behind it, but can't actually. They're too big to both be in the entrance. And they're too tall to come in. Like, it's just at the entrance. Ari, death save.
Natural 20.
What?
Hey!
Hey!
I'm awake.
Ari
has a hit point.
gasps and wakes up. So, Ari,
Oh, my turn's gonna be fun.
Ari, as Pog is carrying you, you hear a voice in your head.
Okay.
How long do you think it'll take? You feel yourself slipping out of their minds already. Just little edges becoming blurry of every scene and every memory. Like an old painting with the paint flaking off of it. I'll give it a couple weeks. And then and you are bouncing along on Pug's shoulder.
What the hell?
Ah! Not dead.
Nope.
Pog, it is your turn.
I am not going to put Ari down.
Okay.
I am going to. I don't think a dash is necessary, but is there anything blocking in the entrance here? There's no door or anything. We can just go.
No, it's an open doorway. You run into a roughly square chamber. There's a small fruit-bearing tree growing in one corner of it. There are roots pushing through the walls on all sides. and there's a door directly ahead of you with a tree carved into the stone, and an open hallway to the left.
Okay, then I'm going to get just into the chamber and spin just out of the doorway so that I know that even if they like reach branches in, they can't get to me. And then
So he is next to me now, yes?
I'm past you.
Yeah,
I'm full in.
What you-
but he would have come next to you in order
Yeah,
to do that.
okay.
So yes, you can use your action.
So I'm going to just sort of like grab Ari's tunic. I guess he lift him up and like drink it.
Well, then I guess I'm dropping him because I definitely wasn't
Well,
prepared
that's on the
for that,
internet forever.
And I was in full stride, so
Oh my
you,
god.
you
Andrew just
thumped to
goes,
the
"Oh,
floor. And I'm
Ow!
going into the chamber.
Why?
And behind you,
How much-
Pog,
Did I
there's
successfully
this-
use it?
Yeah,
How much did I heal for?
yeah.
Six.
Behind you, Pog, the tree just sort of slams up against the entrance, and you hear scraping as the branches scrape against the walls of the temple, but the tree is much too large to come through the door, and so it is effectively just blocking the way out.
So we're here now.
You are.
Mhm.
This room, many areas of this room are covered with the glowing blue vines, illuminating the interior in a ghostly light. On the ground, there is a large, odorous patch of blue ooze surrounding the small fruit tree, and an open passage leads to the left, with the stone doors I mentioned directly ahead of you. Next to the stone door is a small stone pedestal with a narrow, round depression on its top.
There's vines, or there's like the blue vine stuff on the stone.
Yep. It seems to be crawling out from around the stone door.
Ari's still on the ground.
You have
He's
to
kind of
go
sat
in
up,
there.
but he's still sitting on the ground.
I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on my axe, and I just want to touch it up against the tendril just to see if the blue stuff has any reaction to fire. I don't want to swing and attack it, and I don't want to set anything like ablaze. I just want to see if it has a reaction to fire.
Yeah, it writhes and flakes away.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Ari.
Okay.
Thanks.
+10.
And as Shade does that, when she gets close enough to do that, Ari just says to her, "He remembers me. And he knows I'm here."
Is that good? So we didn't forget you?
No, but he seems to have a real sense of humor about my curse.
Oh.
I heard him when I was out just now.
Oh.
Yeah, his best guesstimate was that it would take a couple weeks before you forgot about me entirely.
Oh,
Well,
yes, he's very dry.
probably not factoring in the journal.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So he's wrong. And that's not funny.
He seemed to find it funny. I don't know. I just guess I kind of hope that it wasn't. It feels personal, I guess. And I was hoping it would be more clinical than that. That I would just have to do something to lift the curse and all would be forgiven. But that probably sounds real silly, doesn't it, Puzzle Dust?
Well, it was my suggestion that you might have to do something to lift the curse, so... Of course not. You might still. He's very, very... He's very dry in his humor.
Has someone tried telling him he's not funny?
I imagine so, but
Oh.
of course no one would remember who did that.
With Puzzle Dust saying that, both Ari and Eric just had a very unsettling realization. You can't help me.
Mm-hmm.
Not you.
I was going to say, I can't imagine what that weeping, begging me to come was. I can't be of help.
If you... He's making eye contact with Shade. If you come and things go wrong, he might do it to you too.
That's fine.
No, Shade, it's not. It's
No, as
What?
Puzzle Dust pointed out when we first met him, nobody remembers me anyways.
It's different though. And the same goes for Ezri and Pog too. If you all come, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. But
No, I need you to hear this now. I am going with you. And Pog and Ezri can make their own choices, but we came here together. And you didn't let me leave when we first started, and I'm not leaving you.
Shade, if we have to help the Fae here, and by doing so we end the story and we leave, well, we can't do both.
Well, Ari would come back with us if we ended it early and we could go into a different story like Puzzle Dust said. If this doesn't work, then we can just try a different way. We're not leaving him here.
thank you, Shade. Thank you. Let's just keep doing what we need to do with this story. And when he wants to make himself known, we'll see what happens.
Punch him in the face.
I would
Doesn't
not
seem
recommend
like it's
that,
going
but-
to achieve the goal.
But I appreciate the enthusiasm, Shade.
I've never seen anyone try that.
Well, there you go.
Oh, maybe he would think it was funny.
That's very likely.
Pog, any luck with the fire?
Yup. I can, burn it. My experiments show that it does not like fire. And I think that's good, because I do. So I don't know how much help that is, but it's at least, we know that now. So what do?
Yeah, where to now?
Well, there's a stone door.
Probably
that's
Yeah,
closed.
the
through
door
the stone
looks-
Open
door
passageway.
with the
Ominous.
All right, let's check it out.
Given the information that Pog just learned, I would like to produce flame.
Okay.
And that's it. Just walk
Nice.
around with my fire.
Sure. Which way are we going?
Big door.
It feels like we should roll perception or
You're welcome to.
I very much
we'll
would
say
like to
I
do that.
investigated while I was doing my experiments.
Ari is very distracted, so he is
Because-
not going to be doing any
mercy.
Also,
Pog
while
was-
shifted, I get advantage.
Pog was up against the wall, not paying attention to y'all's conversation until he walked back over.
All right.
21.
Nice. So, investigating the room, you see that this door definitely opens out and has no handle.
Cool. Could I fit my axe blade or my hatchet blade in the crease?
Nope.
Okay.
It looks very distinctly like one might fit the bottom of a staff into this depression.
Pog is absolutely going to try the handle of just not thinking it'll work. That's how we're going to come to the conclusion that it's the staff.
It does not work.
This is where the stick goes.
Could you use your hatchet to whittle down the staff of Fury's Edge to fit?
Yep, I could, but I can't make it magic.
I know.
I have a magic staff. Well, I have a staff I can make magic.
So through the open passageway, deeper into the temple then.
Okay.
We don't want to try that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Walking through the open passage, you enter a small room with a fountain overflowing in the corner. Sorry, lost my with a fountain overflowing in the corner. That is looks as if a dryad was standing waist deep in the floor, holding a basin in its arms. The fountain overflows slightly. It's overgrown with foliage, but the water looks glass clear. And a small stream on the floor flows towards you and then abruptly ends beneath a patch of the blue vines that have pushed up out of the floor and seem to be absorbing the water as it flows. The water gives off a faint, very pleasant, earthy scent.
Any ideas?
Additionally, there is to your right as you come in, and I guess we'll call it the north wall. There are blue vine wrapped roots have pushed together, blocking your way.
Could try cutting it off from the water.
Yeah. So to clarify, the water is overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
And the vines are okay. Yeah, we should stop that. That seems like not normal water.
When Shade says that, Pog's going to go over and investigate that water.
Sure.
Exactly what Shade was gonna do.
I was going to say, can Ari make an Arcana check on
Got a 20.
anything going on?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just go ahead and cast Infestation towards the roots that are sucking up the water.
Okay. What's involved
does-
in that?
A con save would be what a creature would do, or take 2d6 poison damage.
Okay. I mean, the spores kind of seem to absorb into the vines.
Okay.
Pog, you rolled what on your
20.
investigation? 20. What does Pog investigating water look like?
Probably
Taking a
getting
big old swig.
right up next to the water, seeing if you can see the bottom of the pool, seeing if you can see where the fountain is drawing from, and then smell. And if nothing interesting has happened on these checkpoints, then it would result in taking a tentative sip of water.
Okay. You can absolutely see the bottom. It looks maybe a foot deep. It's just a basin, essentially. It, as I said, has a faintly earthy smell, but not unpleasant, not rotten. The water itself does not smell the rotting vegetation smell that you've been smelling in all of the air up to this point. So you would take a drink?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll initiative. Everyone can spot.
You regain 1 hit point.
I think this is Red Bull.
Ari got a 25 on Arcana.
The water does seem to be faintly magical. It presumably is some sort of spring tended by the druids of this temple, all of whom seem, so far as you can tell, seem to be dryads, and so it seems reasonable that water would play a substantial role in the rituals of any dryad druid.
This water makes you feel better, and not just like less thirsty, but better.
Pog, I think this might be a good use of that shiny axe you have.
To hit the water?
No, to cut the roots out of the water that is soaking it up.
Oh, okay. Green flame blade on Fury's Edge and take a whack at whatever root
Sure.
Ezri is pointing at.
Make an attack roll.
24.
Very much so. Give me some damage.
Nice.
11.
Yeah, you walk over to the massive roots and vines that are blocking the passage north and hack into them, and they do. They shear away. You see some of the vines shear off and fall to the floor, flickering as the flames take them. And at that, though, you do hear a shriek ring through as you cut through the vines.
Before we address that, did I feel anything on the other end? Or is it just, can all I feel when I strike is just the vines and the give?
Yeah, you feel it feels like cutting wood.
Okay.
Or cutting undergrowth, I guess.
At the promise of the water making you feel good, Ari goes over to also take a taste of the water.
Okay, you also regain 1 hit point.
Can he keep drinking?
Sure.
Sure.
Can he drink
Enough?
19 times?
Possibly.
Yeah, how many drinks can we take of this before I keep cutting away at the root here?
I got that
Yeah,
sloshy
is this
guy.
the boss
Drink too
reset
much
room?
water too quick.
Yeah, I feel like we may need to grab all of these boxes of ammo that are laying around before this door. It's a different color than all of the others.
Oh, there's a rocket launcher here.
It keeps saying
wonder if
checkpoint
that'll
every
be-
time I approach these tendrils.
All right, so you take another drink,
Yeah. Let me mark my
and
1 hit point.
you gain 1 hit point.
Okay. And then another.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
Oh,
Okay.
19.
Hey.
You regain 1 hit point.
Oh, God.
This is a
It's a
dangerous
pressure
game.
what fountain?
Take a gulp, not a drink. Do a keg stand
Pulls
and
out a
see how that
straw.
winds up.
I'm still down 16 hit points, so I'm trying to measure the risk versus reward.
The reward is 1.
Yeah.
We don't know the risk.
What the Constitution saving throw, was there any kind of internal indication? What did it feel like to Ari that would have?
It's just strong. Like it feels not like, and as someone who enjoys a drink, it doesn't feel like it's making you drunk. It's heady in some other way. It's just strong.
A strong drink is not going to turn Ari away.
Healthful.
Well.
It's
This is what I call in my circles the good stuff.
Looks like he's bobbing for apples. Just face first.
Sure, I'll take another drink.
Give me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay, we're about to find out what this does. 4.
Those of you, Ari, you feel absolutely no effect.
Cool.
Those of you watching Ari, however, you see gradually starting at the roots and then flowing out. Ari's hair turns a vibrant dark green. And when he looks up, his eyes are also a vibrant green.
Regain 1 hit point though.
Hey,
And you're going
Okay.
that's my thing.
What?
I think you're
Your
drinking
eyes.
hair dye.
Your eyes are green.
Your hair is
My
also
eyes are
green?
blue. Thank you. I wouldn't
Nope.
expect you to know that.
You're
But
wrong.
I know what color my
Pull my
eyes are.
very shiny, sharp
I guess I
hatchet
can't
out
see
so he
that.
can see his reflection in the blade.
Ah! My hair!
Yeah, you're green.
Oh.
Maybe it's
This
time
is
you
good
listen
water.
to us about drinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out an empty bottle I've got on me and just fill it up with this water. Give that a cork.
Okay.
So I should stop
Um,
drinking this now. Because it's making me feel good. It's making me feel better. My nose
Boy,
isn't
there
as
is a lot to
picked up.
unpack in this statement here, Ari, and we kind of got a thing to do. Let's
Can I
pin
intuit that
though.
this is turning him fey? Or-
You could intuit that. I apologize. This is something I failed to mention. It doesn't change the effect, and it probably would not have changed anything you've done. Both Pog and Ari do notice that at the bottom of the fountain, there is a green gem, and Ari's Arcana check intuits that seems to be having the magical effect of blessing the water.
So
in
it's like
whatever way.
embedded in the stone at the bottom of the pool. It's not just sitting loose down there, is it?
Yeah, because
It's hard to tell down underwater.
Ari
Pog would have
reaches
reached
down
to
and
touch during
touches,
the
yeah.
investigation. Pog would absolutely have grabbed for that. Give it a pinch and wiggle.
You can make a dexterity check. I mean, it's okay. Well, hang on. You reach down and you grab it. It doesn't wiggle. It's clearly in there.
Okay.
You would need to. You get the impression you would need to pry it with something
Well,
if
I
you
do
wanted to
have
try
a
and take it
hatchet.
out.
Pog, we should not. No. Like, we're here to help. This is clearly a sacred thing.
Yeah, we should not steal their magic gem in water.
But won't it come back when we leave?
We don't know that. We just know that the people. We're trusting Puzzle Dust that the people will come back to life when the story resets. We don't know anything.
It might
You
not come
bet.
back, and they might be very angry.
You're rude, Puzzle Dust.
I don't think that's right.
Then,
That reaction from a small fairy dragon.
then Pog is back to the tendrils and confirms with Esri that he still wants him hacking away at these.
Yes, we have to go somewhere.
Yep. So hacking your way through reveals a passageway leading on.
So what would happen if I keep drinking this, though? Would it just continue to change my hair color more? Ari asks to the group.
Well, that's. Can
I think we don't
I
find
should
that
ask a
out.
more general question.
I guess
Can I understand? Do I have any idea of what's happening there?
and Ari,
Make
Druid, magic-wise?
a Arcana check.
could Ari also do that, or is because he's the source, would that make it difficult?
17.
You really can't examine yourself. This is a sacred pool for a plant-based people. So it is not surprising that it's having strange effects on a regular mortal.
Oh, it's making him a plant.
Okay. Hard
Well,
to tell
not
if it's
really,
if it would be.
You're gonna be that dude
dangerous,
from Fallout
but-
4.
That
You're,
toad
you're
from
definitely
Philip.
growing some sort of plantish. You're sort of growing plantish. I don't know if that's good.
I
or
mean,
bad.
nothing has changed about the nature of his hair or eyes. Like, they are not turned into plants. It's
Yeah,
still
it's
just
not.
hair. It's just green.
It does look cool.
He sprouts
Thank you.
just that one little twig off the top of an apple.
In a normal situation, I would say please keep drinking.
Thank you.
No, you wouldn't.
All right.
Well,
We have talked about
you know what
this.
happens.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
I've hacked it open,
Okay.
so moving down the... Keeping
With
Fury's edge out.
every slice through the vines, there is another wailing shriek
Is this...
through the building.
You said we can all hear it. Is this in our minds, or is this actually audible?
No, it's audible.
Okay.
Ah,
And these are the blue vines, right?
Yes.
I have a question for all of you. I'm thinking about doing something, and I don't know if it's a good idea. I could make all of the plant life around us healthier, all at once.
ooh, that is interesting.
I can see that going both ways.
Yeah, it could make the corruption. I feel like since the source of the plant is corrupted, I mean, I don't know.
But isn't the water making it healthier? And that's
Yeah, it
our
seems to like the
problem?
water, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because if
All right. That's a good point.
That is a good observation, Pog.
Thank you.
All right. I'll hold on to that one.
And down the hallway with my green flame fury.
All right.
So,
Let's go.
Does sound like a
Moving
Dragon
down the
Force song.
passage, looking further in, you can see that the room that you are approaching is full of a vague yellowish haze that swirls in all the movement of the air. This is a large, damp room, dimly lit by a glowing puddle of water against one wall, where the water from the fountain seems to have collected before it was cut off. The water is now trickling along the passage towards this again. From the puddle grows a strange, colorful fungus up the wall, glistening with slimy yellow mold. And on
That's
the on the far side of the room, there is a small tree with an enormous bluish vine wrapped around it. And as you approach, the vine partially unwinds itself, and a almost serpentine head turns towards you and says, "You should not have come. She is very angry." And that's where we'll pick up next time.
cool. So,
Thank you all for watching Khyber Shards. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can find links to all of our social media, as well as our Discord down in the description. You can also find a link to Colin's Twitch, where he streams as Sorry BTR. The O is a 0. And new episodes of Khyber Shards drop on Monday. New Khyber Shards answers on Friday. If you'd like to submit questions for Khyber Shards answers, you can do so in the comments below or in the relevant channels over on our Discord. That's all from us for this week. This has been Khyber Shards. Thanks for rolling with us.